Good morning, everybody. Shh. It's really early right now. My dog actually woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I decided, bink, brains on, let's go ahead and let's make the video. I was going to make it earlier this morning anyway. So this is the one who woke me up. Say hello to Honeypot, everybody. Okay, anyway, and then this, you might hear some little coughing and whatnot. This is Miso. She's our little geriatric puppy, and she likes to bark and, let us know when she needs to be let down. Anyway, she's blind and deaf. Enough about that. It is time for conferences, and so I wanted to make sure that you are aware of a couple of key details, all right? Now, I'm really sorry about the short notice. I know that sometimes we feel like we're all flying by the seat of our pants, right? Yeah, this is another one of those moments, perhaps. Okay? But conferences are coming up fast. Want to make sure that you have this information. So, a couple of things. One, this is an action item for everybody. All right, elementary, secondary, everybody. Please make sure that you have set up your invites, okay? Your emails, whatever, to start reaching out to families that you are inviting to conferences. Please remember that the 9th is our invite-only day, and that is for elementary and that's for secondary, okay? And the times that we're offering conferences on the 9th are exactly the same, 9 to 11:20 a.m., and then again from 4 to 7 p.m. Now that break in between is totally yours. You can do whatever you want with it, okay? Please go do something fun. Anywho, so elementary teachers, your system is going to be that each individual teacher or team will determine the best way to reach out to families. Keek told me that in first grade, what they're doing is they're using Sign Up Genius. Awesome. Use what works best for you. Secondary level teachers, we are doing a similar method to what we did in the fall, using Google Calendar and setting up time slots, okay? Now, if you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot how to do that. I have no clue. Yeah, I forgot too. Luckily, it's all in a doc that is attached here for you, and you can still access the video that Bill made back in the fall. Hurrah! Okay, so you can use that. Anyway, here is our schedule for our 2 days of parent-teacher conferences. Okay, yes, there are 2 days. One day is on the 9th, and you can see those times highlighted in blue. And then on the 16th, and you can again see those times highlighted in blue. All right, now, bonus, look at this. I don't think there's going to be a staff meeting on the 16th because it goes until 4. Shh. Anywho, secondary teachers. So your action item, all right, you want to, in addition to emailing your families, you want to make sure that you've set up your time slots, okay? So set them up using these instructions that are provided for you, and then please do make sure to post your link in this document. Now, know this document is not going to be going out to every single family because we don't want every single family necessarily to be signing up with you. No, okay? However, please put your link there because Ashley and the ESL team have volunteered to set up conferences for you for those ELL students whose families may need an interpreter. Wow, that's amazing, okay? Mwah. Thank you, Ashley. You're incredible. Okay? So if you have an ELL student, please look for your student's name on this document and then fill out the Google form that's at the bottom. Okay? Ashley and the ESL team's going to take care of that part for you. Wow. Anyway, if you need help crafting your email, if you're like, oh, I don't know what to say, it's Friday, I'm so tired, please go ahead and borrow some of this language and then just tweak it to what you need. Okay? All right? So for elementary for elementary teachers, okay, you will want to go ahead, or you may go ahead if you haven't already, you can borrow some of this language here depending on, okay, if the student is struggling or if the student is doing well. I need to make this change here. I messed that up. But, dear Lord. Okay, all right, excuse my language. Okay. Okay, all right, and then for secondary families, right here, same deal, secondary teachers, you will want to, or you may, use this language here, plus I've included the link for you to the instructions for families so that they know where to sign up and so that they also can access your link that you will embed, all right, to your Google Calendar sign up. So, anywho, same deal, made the same mistake, I'll fix that later. And then, with the families who are doing well, you will also want to reach out to those families of students who are doing well just to let them know, hey, we don't need a conference. Okay? You may come to drop in if you wish, or if you really want to have a scheduled one, please reach out to me and we'll set it up, no problem. All right? But that way you're really prioritizing and seeing those students that you really need to see most. Now, if you want to use Messenger to send out those emails, that would be awesome. It makes it super easy. You may need to request that service through Karen Parker. Just takes a few minutes to get that ready, okay? And then if you watch this video by Doc, he will get you on the right track, okay? And then how to have a great conference. I've got some tips for you here. Now, please remember, some of our families, they've been to conferences before. They've been invited to conferences before. If they have a student who is struggling, they may have heard similar things before. As a parent who's kindergartner, not saying any names, who got sent to the office on the very first day of school, you know, for parents like those, we've attended a few of conferences and we kind of have an idea as to what's going to happen. So we may be kind of hanging our head as we attend the conference. You'll want to start out with something positive. Lift that parent up, you know, say, hey, here's some things that I see your student doing that's really awesome. You know, I really appreciate XYZ, whatever that may be, okay? So start positive. You can also ask the student if they are present. You know, use a couple of these questions here if you wish. Say, hey, what's going well for you? Hey, what are you enjoying about class? And if you get nothing, you know, then maybe move on to what's something you've been working on that you can tell us about our class. Okay? And then talk about, you know, prioritize. Talk about the things that you really called this conference for. What are the areas that you would really like this student to be working on, or what are some things you can offer help with, or whatever, okay? What does the student need to do to be successful? All right, that's the middle of your sandwich, right? And then think about your conference as feedback, right? In secondary department meetings last week, we talked about feedback, and we talked about how it should be useful, how it should be right-sized, like Goldilocks sized, right? We don't want to overwhelm, and we don't also want to just only skim the surface and not really get into anything, because then it's a pointless conference, all right? No, we want to let students know where they're on track and doing okay, and then we also want to let them know where they can improve. We want to make sure that we're not talking elementary or secondary jargon speak, right? We want to make sure that we are clear with our families, and then also aiming towards the big picture. What's really most important for this student? All right, close with encouragement. Maybe talk about student work that you've seen from this student. Whatever you like to keep it positive at the end, again, and to encourage, right? Yes. Okay, now for secondary folks, just a quick spin through these ducks, just to remind you, okay, or just to let you know what these things will look like. This is what you will send to your parents of struggling students, the ones you are requesting. All right, it's already linked in for you. It provides parents with instructions, and then here is where you click, or where you link in your Google Calendar time slots thing. All right. Now, Bill has already gone ahead and done his. So if you'd like to take a little gander and see what that should look like, you take a little look here. Oh, no available appointment slots until February 9th. Oh, that's our conference date. Okay, so here we go. And he's already got them put in for 9 through 11:20. I hope he's not going beyond that. He's going till 11:30. Ugh, that Bill. And then we've got from 4 until 7. Yay! All right, so that is for the 9th. Now, for the other day, for drop-in, parents are just going to access this. All right, they can access your office hours. I just took that Wednesday doc and made a copy and did some stuff, whatever. Okay, and so your links are all set there. And then, like I mentioned before, for students who are, you know, if they are ELL, identified as ELL, you can take a little look on this list here and say, might this family need a translator, or an interpreter rather? Yes, maybe. Okay, in that case, fill out this handy dandy Google form down here that Ashley made for you, and they will take care of scheduling those conferences for you using your links that you provided here. Awesome, right? So amazing. Ashley was my favorite person yesterday. Still is today. All right? Anywho, that's pretty much it. Sorry for the length of the video. Have a wonderful day. All right? Put this behind you, and then yes, we're ready for conferences starting on the 9th.